Welcome back to Ray White Know How, and we're going to wrap things up with our question segment, and which is proving very popular.
It is, Harbs. Last week we addressed the questions of how long's it been on the market and why are they selling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this week the other thing we get asked most, and Jazz is here from the loan market as well, and Jeanette, so we can answer that in the sense that people are asking how much will they take or what should I offer? And we've all got a different response. And Jeanette, what do you generally say to somebody? Because that is a question we get asked every time.
Well, I've just dropped the price for 17 George Road that was listed at $729 and now it's $699.
Yep.
So the first person that says to me, Jeanette, what will they take? I'll say 100% confident, $699.
Fair enough.
What do you say, Henry?
Well, I do try and do a little bit of digging, and but I have to be honest with people and say, look, I don't know. A bit like Jeanette, we know what the asking price is. Where do you see value? The differences that people see in a property, the value is phenomenal, as we know, whether people like an older house or a newer house. But the tendency has been for people to think they can knock 10% off, and that's where they should offer. You know, this is the sort of advice they're getting ill-advised from, I don't know where. But so the tendency has been, because there's been such a buyer's market, is for them to go, property's on at 500, I'll offer 430. Well, that's fine. You can put what you like on paper. The owner's right to say no. But do a bit of homework on what you offer is probably what I try and get to people. If you really want it, then don't expect to seal it, expect to pay the price. So, and it's no good us answering that question to somebody who has no intention of ever buying that home, because that's just a conversation, really, isn't it? I don't know, Jazz, what about you?
Do you get people saying, you know, what should I offer?
Yeah, we do all the time. So depending, you know, once we've pre-approved you, we've worked out your deposit, all those sorts of things, and we know what your maximum offer that you can offer is. You know, I always say to people, that's your maximum offer. So you have to be comfortable that if you're looking at a price, say for example, you're approved to purchase a property of $500,000, and you're looking at properties between $500 and $550. Well, you're obviously either going to have to knock that person down, or you're going to have to be really comfortable that you're going to be on your limit. So maybe you should actually be looking at properties between $450 to $500, and it gives you some room to move. But you know, we're not experts in the field of buying as such, you know, or negotiating. We always say, you know, you really need to talk to an agent or gather your own agent who can work on your behalf. But yeah, so it really depends on how comfortable they are, and they have to live in the property at the end of the day and live with the mortgage. So they have to be very comfortable in what they offer.
Yeah. All right. So three very different answers, but three good really answers. Yeah.
I suppose the bottom line is for me anyway, so the buyer needs to understand what they're buying and have some comparisons and see value and things like that. So
and Henry, when an agent prices a property, we do our due diligence, and
totally.
The pricing that we listed at is based on information that we know.
Certainly is.
Yep. So it's always, but finally, it's always up to the seller what they'll accept.
Absolutely is the seller's call, and that's who we work for.
That's right. All right. Now, a couple of things happening this weekend. Firstly, the auction on Saturday.
Saturday morning, just quickly have the house in George Road, 113 George Road. Had a lot of people through it. Two-storey place on the park now has a declared reserve at $389. So it's going to be open today lunchtime and Friday. Auction Saturday. Definitely get in, have a quick look. That's below block value in that area. It's phenomenal.
All right. And the Bucks are starting this weekend, I understand. So
I believe so. That's wonderful.
Yeah, and the footy's not far away either.
It's even better.
All right. Thanks very much for coming in this morning. Jasmine, thank you.
Thank you.
Henry, thank you. And Jeanette, thank you.
Oh, thank you, John. You're welcome, and everyone else out there. Have a great week.
All right. We'll be back again with another edition of Ray White Know How, same time next week.